PEP is encouraging even more young girls to aim high, now in all 9 provinces across South Africa.
PEP Mini Netball, aim high.
Well, TMS family, welcome back to the final installment of our PEP Mini Netball campaign here on The Morning Show. Over the past 4 weeks, we've learned so much about netball, the importance of coaching and the impact of PEP Mini Netball across Mzansi. Now, back in studio with us today is the PEP Mini Netball brand ambassador, Coach Dumisani Chauke, who is a former Proteas player and ex-assistant coach. Alongside her, joining us is Mampo Editotes, who is a netball coach, analyst, and a former Proteas player. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good morning.
No, man. I mean, it's been quite a journey as well. And I'm going to start with you, Coach Dumi. You look back, talking about the PEP Mini Netball initiative. It's really close to your heart as well. How has it been and why is it important for you to keep on coming back year in, year out?
PEP has decided to go down to where it all starts, and picking up a netball on the side of the netball court, just throwing the ball around with your friends. Next thing you fall in love with the game of netball, and that's where most of us started. And yeah, it's been quite a journey. Traveling throughout the country, ensuring that we offer young girls opportunities to get onto a netball court and have fun.
Fun. I also got to jump in on the fun when I was shooting the hoops with young Kendall as well. I mean, Mampo, I want to bring it back to you because when you hear her talking about, grassroots as well, how did netball impact your life?
I don't think my life would have taken the trajectory that it did now if it wasn't for netball. I mean, I got blessed enough to get scholarships in every school that I went to, and that's all because of netball. So the whole player pathway from primary school, high school, varsity. Sometimes we thought varsity was a thing of just dreams, right?
Sure.
But because of this thing called netball, I was able to get bursaries and study at the top universities in the country. So I really think it's changed my life. So I can gladly say after 10 years of doing that as well, I've seen how important, development of netball is and how it can impact young girls' lives just as it did to me as well.
Sure, that's truly remarkable. I mean, Dumi, for you as an ambassador as well, I mean, we get to touch on many people when they look at you, they just see the ambassador, but they don't get to reflect on the journey. So when you reflect on the journey, how did it impact your life, especially now that you're involved with the PEP Mini Netball?
When we started about 3 years ago, initially it was just 3 provinces.
Sure.
And I was just happy for the opportunity, to plow back into the sport. I mean, these kids, they watch netball, they watch TV, but it's important for them to interact with us face to face on the grassroots level. So for me, it's pretty close to my heart because I get to share my story. Just like Mampo, I get to share my story with these kids and give them, a spark of hope to say, listen, this thing that we do on a netball court to have fun, it can actually take you somewhere. So starting off with 3 provinces and then graduating to 6 provinces last year. And this year, PEP is like, listen, we're going all out. In every little town, every little village, you will always find a PEP store there. So PEP is literally, not only through their shops, is literally trying to give opportunities to these young girls in every little corner of South Africa, literally.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic to hear. I mean, Mampo, when you hear such words, what messages do you have, to young kids, young girls who are watching right now, who are tuning into the morning show?
I want to tell them that sports is a life coach.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Sports is a life coach, and certain life lessons you will never be able to learn from home. Training a whole year for one tournament and then you don't win, and then still having to lift yourself up and do it again the next year. Any life lesson you can ever imagine, you learn through netball, sports in general. So it's quite important for me to really be part of, that grooming process, like Dumisani has already said. And I really want to thank PEP for giving that opportunity to
This is so amazing. You're so passionate how you glow about it to me. I want to come to you as a coach as well, because surely there must be challenges that you came across throughout the journey, especially with the PEP Mini Netball. What message would you have for them? Because surely you saw maybe there was talent.
Yes.
And maybe some of them coming from, unfortunate backgrounds, or some of them, they don't see a future or they don't see what's ahead of them. But you are there as the coach and you guys have walked that path. What would you say to them?
I come from a small township. We didn't have netball fields. We played on gravel. I did not let that deter me. So sometimes we tend to look at our circumstances and allow them to be our limitations. My message is, regardless of where you were born in this country, the opportunity is there. So that's the message. Stay ready. Don't allow your circumstances or environment to be a limitation on you.
Oh, I love it. Mampo, in parting, you mentioned that sports unites, right? And now with this great initiative that PEP is doing, obviously you feel like it's bringing back the community, it's bringing back the love for the game as well. When you reflect and looking ahead as well, what do you think we can do better? going ahead in terms of growing the sport?
This is very fun and I love it, right? But just give the kids a little bit more time to settle into a position before you change them to the next one. I understand the logic of we want them to learn all the positions and so forth, but kids' memory is, very, very small. So for them to really start mastering the different positions and what they're supposed to do and the lines they're supposed to run from and to, they need a little bit more time, I think, within the structure of the technical side of the game. But other than that, it is so fun. I love that the parents are there. And there's just so much for me that can come out of the conversations that the parents can have
100%.
and all because of what? The children, right? And then we can expand this to even a greater level and get into the rural areas, like Udumi is saying. It's not forget about the child from the township as well.
I like that.
And getting them through, because I'm not seeing a lot of them coming through the system anymore.
Coach Dumi, there must be that special aspect, with all of this. That's just very special for you. It gives, that personal perspective. Please do share with us.
We are not leaving the coaches behind. We forget that the players have a coach. But now Pep is like, listen, coaches, we got you. We want to equip you so when you go back to your team, to your girls, you have the necessary skills, the tools, the knowledge for you to make sure that these girls not only have fun, but they get to learn and grow in the sport because we are equipping the coaches as well. So that's pretty special.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you guys and very insightful as well. And I'm looking forward to see what the future holds. You guys have to come back and again,
We'll be back.
and again,
We'll be
and
back.
again. We truly salute you guys for being the stalwarts that you are and the legends of the game as well. Truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome stuff. So TMS fam, it's been an absolute privilege for me to be part of this campaign here on the morning show and to have been schooled by the PEP brand ambassador, Coach Dumisani Chauke. I learned a lot about netball and I'm looking forward to when PEP's mini netball festival will be here in Gauteng because I intend on showing up and showing my support. That's what I'm definitely going to do. So I'm urging you guys also to do the same. To find out more about when PEP's mini netball festival will be in your province, go to www.pepstores.com/pages/mini-netball. I hope you got that right. So thank you so much once again to our friends at PEP for making a difference in the sport of netball, in the lives of young aspiring netball players and their coaches. Not to mention communities all over Mzansi. So TMS family, that's how PEP makes life better. Siyabonga, sivala kanjalo. Danko.
Pep Mini Netball Take 1. And action. I love netball because it teaches us teamwork. So you can help each other and support each other. I can just play with my friends because netball is like it.
With Pep, they just make it even more fun.
Makes you strong and it keeps you healthy. Working together and going to another level. Pep Mini Netball. Aim high. Yay!